Hi guys, Ashley here. Today I'm bringing you my colleague Syca Jiang, and we're gonna talk about strategy for China, your market entry strategy, your marketing strategy for China today. First of all, Syca, first question, why do brands need a strategy for China?
Well, this is a money question.
Oh.
Yeah, because as the strategy part in Ellery's team, actually I receive lots of inquiries from international brands like every day. And actually they are from different industries and different countries, but normally they would have this misunderstanding towards China market. For example, they would think if I enter into China market, I built this e-commerce store, and then I ask someone or myself, I do some marketing campaigns, marketing events, and then I will gain thousands or even millions of sales volume within 1 month. Usually they would have this misunderstanding because China market is so dynamic and everyone knows that. So they have this very high expectation when they are entering into China market, but unfortunately it is not true, because this market, yes, it is very dynamic, but also it's very competitive. Many international brands from various industries, they enter into China market. Not to say that the China domestic brands, they are actually rising very rapidly. So how can we find us? How can we position us? How can we find our unique selling points? And how can we define our opportunities and challenges onto this very dynamic market? And how can we targeting our the prominent consumer groups? Yes, those are very core strategies for us to consider about. So I would say, if you have this idea to enter into China, a strategy would be the first thing you need to consider about.
Yeah, the first thing to do, absolutely. And also, as you said, opportunities are so big and there are so many customers out there, potential customers, and very often brands come and indeed they say, you know what, I want to target Chinese supermoms. So this is it's very clear, this is my consumer audience, but they are so different compared to from one province to the other. Supermoms, within that supermom category, there are so many unique audiences, and you cannot just reach all of them unless you are somebody like Unilever. If you're a Unilever, it's okay for you to just come in and say, you know what, I want to be known amongst all Chinese supermoms. You have money, you have celebrity endorsements, advertising, you collaborate with platforms, etc. So you are trying to basically take with that budget and cover the whole thing. But if you are a niche brand, if you're a brand that doesn't have the luxury of many millions of dollars every month in advertising spend and marketing spend and endorsement spend and KOL spend, then you need to really focus. In China, advertising is expensive. Bloggers are expensive. Collaboration with platform is expensive. So you need to focus in order to find who exactly within those super moms is your audience. Where do they live? What is their digital journey? What do they care about? They may live in the same city, but they may be different types of moms. So you need to understand what is their digital journey and who specifically they are, and then find a message. Find a convincing point, as you said, unique selling point, convincing route to also intersect them on their decision-making journey, and then make a strategic strike to catch their eyeballs, catch their attention, and hopefully also promote your product and close that sale. And you are absolutely right that very often figuring out what will work in China for you, it's not a 1 month journey. It's not even a 1 year journey. Very often you're losing money, you're working with negative ROI in China because it's expensive, because every time you make a sale, you usually make a loss, but also because it's a complex market that's constantly shifting, and you need to adapt to it, and you need to learn, and you need to build on your previous successes or failures, right? And then in your hopefully second or third year, that's when you are going to be making, very often as an international brand, a profit. So this is also a mindset thing. But beyond that, do not go into China, do not invest a single dollar if you really have not verified your assumptions through a strategy and through research.
Yeah, totally agree. Because just now you've mentioned the differences like in China's different areas. I totally agree with that. And I know you are a real Chinese. And actually, because China, we can divide it into like several like main parts. For example, the northern part, the southern part, like the consumer living habits, their lifestyle are totally different. So recently I've got an inquiry from a mask brand, but they are like premium anti-pollution mask brand. So it becomes to a significant question for them, which kind of areas should I target to, and what kind of consumer groups should I target to. So I share with them, for example, in China's northern part, we all know, like in Beijing, the weather there is not like so good, not cloudy, not sunshine every day. So maybe they have this higher chance there because the northern people, they would experience this air pollution, so they may want this kind of product more. But for southern people, actually, we don't like wear masks, like very few, but it's only due to the COVID in the past 2 years, we started to put on masks. So if you like finding some influencer, finding some KOLs in southern part, and their target audience are southern people, then this money, we can say, is a loss. So it's very important for us to like find the right people, and also for brands, because we've like have these experiences with communicating with different brands. For some, they are totally brand new for China market. But for others, they may have already entered into China for like 2 to 3 years or even longer. But why they still want to do a marketing strategy? It is because China is so changing so fast. Even like half a year ago compared to now, it can be very different with regards to the social media landscape, the consumers group, the consumption habits. It's related to everything. So if they want to achieve like better performance regarding sales and social media performance, if they want to build this very strong connection with the Chinese people, the audience, so it's very important for them to keep updated and keep refreshed. For example, we can do like 1 year examine of our brand, like regularly.
The audit,
the audit,
And that's what we see again and again. A lot of, as you said, brands are coming back and say, hey, we know that we've been doing XYZ and these things we're doing well, but then we want to understand who is best in class. How do we rank compared to this best in class, and what can we do in order to improve on that bottom line?
That's it. So because today's topic is about how to craft a comprehensive marketing strategy, and when we are saying this, we are referring to digital marketing strategy. Because we are focusing on digital marketing in China.
And in China, digital marketing is the key and core of everything that's happening, commercially.
Yes, totally. So I'd like to share with you some number first.
Sure.
So firstly, we all know China is a very big country with a very large base of population. So until last year, we have already 1.4 billion people. And actually among them, it's 68% of them are already online.
Well, that is 989 million people that are using internet.
And also actually 94% of them, they watch online videos. So that's why the live streaming, the short videos are so popular in China right now. And actually 79% of them also shopped online, and which is very different from other areas in the world. So
absolutely.
So actually after like sharing this data with you, I'd like to mention about, because just now we are talking about how to craft a marketing strategy. So firstly, we want to understand the China's ecosystem, especially the digital landscape and the e-commerce ecosystem. And after that, we can start from the marketing overview. Because firstly, the market is changing so rapidly, and we really want to understand, especially after COVID-19, what are the most updated market trends there, and what are the opportunities and challenges for me to enter into this market. Yes. And after we have this understanding, and secondly, we would like to understand the competitors. So who are already in the market? What are they doing good? What are they doing bad? And it's not only about the social media perspective, and it's also about the e-commerce perspective.
So there's a lot of social listening, as you're saying. So basically, in terms of marketing strategy and creating that marketing plan, overview is very important. Where is the industry going? What is the state of the industry? What is the state of the market, consumers, etc.? And then we go into competitors. And when it comes to competitors, you need to audit. You need to understand who is best in class. You need to audit where they are truly, and you need to learn from them.
Yes, absolutely. And also after that, for example, if we are brands that already has a social media presence in China, we also have to do a brand audit regarding the social listening you are saying. For example, we want to understand what are consumers they talking about us, what do they think are the advantages of our brands, the products, and what do they like complain about our brand. So that's where we can find the opportunities for future improvement. Yes, and also we'd like to get our target consumers. So I always say that consumers is the priority. Yeah, it is the core key, because for us, all our need is to influence our consumers. We want to attract their attention. We want them to repurchase. We want them to share and recommend our brands and products to others to create this kind of healthy group. So it's essential for us to find the most the best demographic for us. So we want to know what are their how old are they, where do they locate, what would be their interests, and what would be their income, and what would be their lifestyle. And after all that, when we are doing the marketing activities, for example, doing the media buying and campaigns, then we can accurately target them and make this influence.
Yeah, and I think that for sure, understanding so going back to your last 2 points, having a brand audit, understanding where you are right now is crucial, even if you're not in China. When you are in China, obviously you look at your historic data and your current activities, but if you're not in China, you also need to understand, okay, where am I gonna be? Where am I gonna fit in? What some of my messages from outside of China may fit. So you still need to do brand audit in so many ways to see how fit those ideas are to the market. And then looking at consumer, as you said, yes, we want to entertain them, educate them, capture their interest, but most importantly, we want to serve them. We want to make sure that we solve a client's problem, and we need to deeply understand where is that problem and how can I best solve it better than the competitor. And it doesn't matter what we are selling. Are we selling bananas? Are we selling Coke? Are we selling luxury brand? Or are we selling airplane tickets to fly to Hainan? It does not matter. It's really about capturing and solving their problem and really understanding it. So that is why it's important to understand where they come from, how old are they, what is their income, but it's more important to deeply understand their journey, their lifestyle, their problem, right? Get into their head, and then solve this problem through your product and service, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to share a case. Yes, it's from our previous client, and actually it is a maternity and infant care brand, and actually they've already been in China market for like almost 1 year, and actually they are doing pretty good. But why they are doing this marketing strategy again, it's because they want to launch their new product. Previously, they are focusing on the mothers, the adults products, but right now they want to focus on the baby products. And that's how it makes such a big difference, because for mothers, they are more like they pay more attention to the brand, the quality, and also like the nutrition to their body. For example, when they are like losing weight and they don't want to eat something like too sweet, yes, they just want to keep a vigor and to supplement their nutrition. But when it comes to the baby products, it's a lot more complicated. Yes, because for babies, it's always the most sensitive and most weakest part for parents. So quality, safety is the most like important thing for them to choosing the product. So the product's origin becomes very important. So the product taste, is it taste too sweet? Is it taste very mild? So we have to do this consumer research to find, what kind of taste does the parents wishes the best for their babies. So after that, when we are doing the marketing campaigns, when we are choosing the marketing keywords, then we may not like make a mistake and then lose our consumers. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when creating that marketing strategy, as we said, overviewing the market, looking at competitors, doing the audit where we are right now, and understanding our consumer, their journey, their pain point, and how are we solving it is crucial. And then based on all that, we develop a true journey from point A to point B. So how do we get there? What kind of angles, messages, campaigns, activations, platforms, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And as you said, any brand, again, it doesn't matter whether you hire a professional company to do that or you try to do that with your in-house team. This is the journey that you need to go through, and not just once before your China entry or during your China entry. You need to do that every year, every time you launch a new product, every time you see that there's a significant change in the market. It is healthy to establish where you are, who is best in class, how do we close that gap, are we still in touch with our consumers, have their life changed, how has it changed, are we still remedying this gap, and are we still on the right track. Awesome, thank you so much, Syca.
Thank you.
I hope you guys learned about how to create your China marketing strategy and why is it important. What are the elements you definitely need to include and put a lot of emphasis on. Stay tuned for more content to come. We are going to talk about Chinese consumers, China's digital market, and of course China's e-commerce and new retail in the future issues. If you're looking to revise your China strategy, definitely reach out to us. I'd be very happy to connect you with Syca to talk more about how we could help you. Have a great day and we chat soon.
Bye bye.